This just in from the desk of Calvin Klein. He's going to restate his dollar-yen calls. He sent a chart magically. This is time to break out your notes and start taking notes. You're getting some free training here from Calvin. Now, Calvin's a pompous ass, but we're gonna overlook that. So this is very entertaining. We're gonna learn a lot here. I said it'll go down before the fact, pal, not after the fact bragging. Okay, but he was wrong his time. He went up before it went down. So I asked him, where's he getting in? Where's his target? He didn't answer that question. He goes, you know nothing about PA. I had to think about that. I think he means price analysis and how markets work. And I'm certainly not going to teach and talk about my knowledge here, especially when you put people down whatever they tell you. No, actually, I abuse people on how they talk to me. I answer, you want to be respected? Treat people with respect. This guy doesn't respect anybody. He doesn't respect anybody. Right? Nobody's good enough for him. So here we go. Let's drill down to we're looking at his chart here. It's Andrew's pitchfork, obviously, right? I think I've seen about every fucking thing. There's nothing, I'm waiting for him to tell me something I don't know, so I'm really here to learn. But I've seen Andrew's pitchforks. So he says, tell you, whatever people tell you. On your demo accounts, for God's sakes, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? UJ is going down. And I will add more on levels. He doesn't say which levels. So he's going to add more. He's going to paint himself into a bad trade. 102 is the target long term. Being a trend trader, how did I know that? Being a trend trader and adding to winners is truly the art of trading. Not martingale shit. Are you the martingale shit you're doing? Target on UJ is in the middle line. It will hit with 80% probability. Oh, now it's only 80% probability. Based on geometry rules that work in the market for decades. Go study and stop talking crap you know nothing about. Okay. I've studied, I just did it. It's funny that he says that. I just did it. My whole intro in the last video I just did is geometry. It's Andrew's pitchfork, right? Do you know how many pitchforks is in a pitchfork? You know, how many chucks could a woodchuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Something like that. Now, he sends this screenshot. Now, more from the guru. I love this. I love the way he speaks. This is just pure gold. Geometry is just one of my weapons, right? Because it's a war room, weapons, right? Remember that? Geometry is just one of my weapons. The rest will remain private. Yeah, I know. Funny chart, right? Just 3 lines. Hee hee. Unless you know the power of geometry. Thank you, Jesus. The power of geometry. You will talk crap. Unless you know the power of geometry, you will talk crap. Okay. USD CAD is another chart. Okay, stay tuned. Now, this is the argument for this target. Now, notice this target is kind of way the fuck out here. Is this a good target? I don't know. I'm not sure about that. That's debatable, right? Let's speculate a ride down to that price. Okay, I'm going to use a white marker. How do you think we're going to get there? Right? Is it going to be... If it takes too long, we're not going to make it to here by there. You don't understand market geometry. How are we going to get there? And what is the argument for that? And what is the argument for this target? Market geometry, dude. You don't understand it. Geometry is one of his weapons. How do people get caught into this bullshit, man? Christ. How do people end up like this guy? I'm full of shit. I'm crap. Incredible, right? But wait, it gets better. What we just saw there was the dollar to the yen on a daily. Now we're on the weekly. We're on the weekly. I've seen this so many times, man. This is hysterical. We've seen that now. This is the weekly. Here is the argument for Andrew's pitchfork and why it's magical. Okay. And this is just no different than dream shit from forcing. And he doesn't even. He's made complete. He's drawing the shit on Wix too. On Wix, right? Not closing prices. Notice the mistake here. I just did a video on closing prices. If you really trade market geometry, look at the video. Like Calvin, look at the video I'm posting. It's going to probably this one load at the same time. I know market geometry, dude. I know geometry. That's not the point. How can you make money from this shit? How big you go in? What is going on with these trades? Please, tell us where you got in. Tell us where your stop is. If you're really a real trader, you should just have no problem telling us that. How big are you in this trade? You're not a real trader, or you just want to slam me, and I have all my stuff revealed. All my stuff's out there to see. I don't just trade limit orders. I don't just trade that. But I don't do dumb shit like this, like say, look at target hit. Wow. After the fact, hindsight analysis with the Andrews pitchfork. Wow. Amazing, right? Amazing, right? Let's take a look back to the Canadian, to the, let's go back to the yen. Dollar yen on the daily. Now, notice how he drew this. He started down here. He crossed over to the top. Why there? This is total bullshit. Who the fuck ever, and why this price? I can't tell you all my secrets. Everybody knows this is bullshit, right? Show me where this has ever worked. Now he's got a hindsight set up here. If we go to the weekly CAD, notice where he hung this off to here, to here to here. Why not from here to here to here to here? Does anybody believe the market can make it to this price base because the market can see his geometry? Is this fucking retarded, or is it just me? Now, why didn't he hang that pitchfork off the same place that he did in the other chart? Inconsistent usage. I mean, if you're really going to do that, doesn't he hang it off of... This is arbitrarily hung here. Should it be hung off of here? If he's going to use this rollover as his anchor, shouldn't he be coming in here like this? Well, it wouldn't fit his... And he circled this, right? And then his ultimate target's down here. Don't forget, right? You seriously going to tell me that this big run down, I bet his target for this was here. And he got clobbered. This is hilarious. This is utterly fucking hysterical. Gee, how did I know this guy didn't know what the fuck he was talking about? How did I know? If anybody can show me how he cherry pick. I know this guy cherry picks because I was on Skype with him with a guy out of London, and we both told him, "Dude, you're cherry picking the chart." No, I'm not. I know this guy. He hasn't changed. He's gotten worse. He's a turbo cunt now. He was a cunt, now he's a turbo cunt. So there you go. You've secrets revealed. The thetans have been revealed. You can see the inner circle. Geometry is one of my weapons. The rest will remain private. CAD is another chart. Simple and powerful. My charts, I removed everything but the fork. Thank Jesus. Jesus. Everything but the fork. USD CAD. Take profit one hit. Now, we're supposed to believe he's been short from the top of that fucking thing, right? Of course, on a 1K. Incredible. Weekly chart. He's been short for a fucking 2 months. Okay, I believe you. You're a fucking genius, dude. The other line lower is only 40% probability. Oh, really? Okay. Then why are we even talking about it if it's 40? But I am confident and trailing my profits lower. He's short. He's trailing his stops. So oil is strong. He's long oil, of course, because it's strong, right? Dude, 80% of these markets are ranging. You really think you're going to hit your utopian targets? You really think that's going to happen? Those are just forks. I didn't even include other lines in market geometry and S&R and multiple time frame analysis because it would simply be too much for your limited mind. Thank you, Kelvin. Everybody, let's follow Kelvin into the abyss of bullshit. On your mark, get set, saddle up.